Ciao, benvenuti, welcome all. Today we're going to do something very exciting. It's something that we really get excited about, and that is the medieval ruins that we have here at Pagliarazzi. As you know, we acquired 17 and a half acres of land on the Mediterranean, and on the property there are 3 medieval ruins. Well, I'd like to take you down to see 2 of them today. We have some goals. We would like to actually convert them to luxury vacation rentals. There's a big demand for that here, and they would be so cool. There are a lot of challenges, being on a hillside for one, so we've already got architects commissioned to do this, and so I want to take you down there. So come on with me, and we're going to go take a little walk, and I'm excited to show you what we have here. So here we're going to enter this one room, the back room here, inside this old stone house, which in fact was built into the rock right into the hillside.
So after that long journey from Italy to Sicily, we came up this the driveway, and can you imagine when we came around this area and we saw that we also were not just getting a beautiful home, potentially, but also ruins. So can you imagine my excitement when we come around the corner and there's 2 ruins, stone, ancient? I'm thinking, what could this be? So the daydream started. And now I'm going to take you closer so you get an opportunity to see that ruin. You see the side of one of the ruins, the top ruin, and you'll see a door here. This ruin has actually 3 rooms, and each one of the rooms are separated. You can only access them from outside. You'll also see that the ruin is built into the mountainside. This is a typical construction method from the ancient Sicilians and actually Italians as well. On top, you see that there's clay ceramic tiles. And because we have such strong winds that come from Africa actually, and they blow towards the sea, their placement of the stones on top of the roof was to keep the ceramic, the clay tiles from falling off when those strong winds blow.
So guys, this gives you an idea of how this ruin was built. It was constructed with stone, and then they put some I don't know what it's
Plaster.
called. Some type of plaster. They put plaster on the walls to cover the stone. What we would like to do is maybe expose some of that stone.
So this window up here, this tiny little window, it's up really high, but it's got a thick door, solid wood. It turns out to be actually solid chestnut wood, this door here, okay? Now, it's black, and the architect pointed out to me that likely the walls were all black because of burning the fire inside. He wants us to keep this when we do the restoration here. He feels it's an important, typical, particular part of the old medieval lifestyle. So here we are inside the kitchen of the upper ruin. This hood here is constructed of, well, they had hewn out these beams here, and then the structure is actually made of bamboo. Now, bamboo also grows naturally here. So you got bamboo members, and then they plastered over it. This was the hood, and there's a chimney up above it, where they would cook, but one of the old local Sicilians told me that likely they made ricotta in here as well. And from here, we see the front of this house. And you see that concrete ledge right there. So this ledge has been here for a long time. And you notice in the photos here, these first photos are from the 1920s. So we're looking at 100 years ago. Here was a family who lived here, an old couple. You see their family car. And they look like such a happy couple, don't they? Well, they were living in this house right here. And then, following that, you see a photo from the mother and daughter from the 1930s. And of course, this all predated the Second World War, where there were undoubtedly soldiers staying in here as well.
Va bene? 72 più 35, quindi questo complessivamente è quasi 1 metro.
Sì.
Giusto? Ok?
Sì.
Well, that was quite a surprise, wasn't it? Those buildings have so much potential, and we can't wait to get into it. Now, here's the process. It's probably no secret. Things happen very, very slow around here, especially in southern Italy. In fact, the further south you go, the slower it gets. So we have found the architects, we have the property, we've already made some arrangements. They've started working on a plan. And as you could see in the video, they were actually taking measurements, very comprehensive measurements and everything. But we cannot proceed until we have a satisfactory report from a geologist. And I'm waiting on estimates now from geologists in order to get started with that. But all of this, before we actually start demolition with these big, huge stone blocks, it's going to take a few months. So in the meantime, what we'll be doing is we'll be showing you the renovation of the villa. It's a huge villa, and there's a lot of beautiful surprises we can't wait to show you. And then by that time, we should be ready to start a weekly blow-by-blow of the restoration of those two little stone houses. Is that about it, Gia? Would you agree?
I think that's about it. This is a wrap, right?
Okay, then it's a wrap. We'll see you in the next video.
If you like this video, please be sure to share it with your loved ones or your friends. And be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next video.
See you next time.
Ciao.